I think I
I
honestly
would like
I've been
to.
thinking about it for the past while, and I honestly don't think that it's the best idea, because like yes, it was generally agreed upon that Springy is a more polarizing stage, but I feel as though it, like we need it
Why
for
doesn't the
Magolor.
discussion end with that? I mean, I don't think that like Magolor is gonna ban Springy anyway in the
Yeah,
first
I'll
phase.
implement it
He's
in my net.
also gonna ban Butter most of the time if it's there instead. Like most
Yeah,
matchups, that's not a good stage for him either.
I'll
That's
implement
where I would want to counterpick him with everyone I play.
Yeah,
I'll implement the Springy butter switch.
So
I, I,
I would be 100% in favor of it. Um,
Okay.
oh, P47 almost getting the timing on that. As
Oh,
we
it
were
does get the
talking,
timing.
it is a very close. It was a very close game for a while. P47 got a very large conversion off of one of those dash attack into Apple setups. Um, so now one more good hit for P47, and he will take this first.
Yeah.
I think this first game. Oh, P47's up. Just trying to
Wow,
answer.
excellent stuff from Ninja11. All right, yeah.
there we
Okay,
go.
so P47
Keep
takes
your
game
that
one.
first game. That was like very back and forth. There was a time where Ninja
Yeah,
was
these
up
two
by.
usually are. Um, this is certainly the player who P47 has the most trouble with on a consistent basis other than Poyo. Um,
Although I think the record's pretty in P47's favor,
it
even though
is.
that's
Ninja's won either once or twice, but it was like a long time ago. And but since then, they often do play very close sets.
definitely.
And there's a lot of interesting stuff on the counter picks in this matchup. Because obviously it's a Ditto, so counter picks are just going to be like player comfort kind of things. And in general, what we see, and this is what I usually say about P47 against other Magolors or GUI players, stuff like that, he typically wins the zoning more, and Ninja is more known for those big explosive combos once in a while. Um, and then, but that would make you think that the bigger stages would favor um, P47 and the smaller ones would favor Ninja, but that is actually often not how it goes. We've actually seen Ninja win on Gardens a lot, as well as, which is generally the P47 stage against everyone else. And we've also seen Ninja have success on the big stages, whereas P47 has been pretty dominant on places like Springy, like we saw him in Game 1 there.
Yeah. I mean, Ninja's usual bans are Springy and Thor.
That's the patented teleport behind dash attack by Ninja.
Yep, that is
Yeah.
what he's known for, more than any other individual thing. Oh, good conversion there. Just the thing with P47's Magolor is he's always aware of where everything is happening on the screen. And it's, Magolor always has something he can do out of most things that exist in this game.
Yeah.
But what a lot of other Magolor players are not able to do is consistently figure out when, like, the risk-reward of each of their options and when it's worth it to go in for those big explosive conversions. Ninja is also quite good at it. There's certainly situations where P47 has proven to be better at it, which is why he has a winning record. Ninja is also quite good at that, which is why he's the second best Magolor, because no one else has really been able to master it to the degree that either of these two can, and certainly not to the degree that P47 can, as Ninja sneaks this game out with an apple toss.
Excellent stuff from Ninja.
Can one of you turn Discord? One of you has Discord notifications coming through stream.
That's me. My bad.
If you can turn those sounds off, that'd be great. So that is going to be 1-1 as Ninja steals game 2 back after an incredible apple conversion. That came out of nowhere. The apples were at maximum like grab toss range. And Ninja just finds a grab out of nowhere.
Yeah. I think what we're seeing is Ninja is a player who goes really even with P47 in friendlies. or so I've heard. But not so much when they actually get to bracket. So I wonder if Ninja's Ninja's
I mean, it is also
finally
usually
applying
fairly
that experience.
close in bracket. We don't usually see
Yeah,
P47 just like run over him and 5-0 him or something like that.
that's fair. That's
But we
fair.
also haven't seen Ninja win a set, I believe, since the first or second time they played.
Yeah,
Since then, they have had a lot of close sets, but P47 has won all of them.
Magolor Dittos are probably one of the most engaging Dittos in there
They are
because
fascinating.
the
There's
only
so much that
character.
both characters can do, or both of the character, I suppose.
Yeah, that's also
Spikes probably.
there's also the fact that the only character that can consistently get in on Magolor is Magolor.
Yeah.
Like
Having teleport of your own to catch theirs is such an inherently, like, and also to catch Shadow Ball charges. But it's just such it's something that fundamentally changes how you have to play the game as Magolor. So he really has to play differently against himself than he does against anyone else. Which I suppose kind of makes sense, because everyone has to play a little different against Mag than they do against most people. But Magolor Dittos are not only no exception, I think they sort of accentuate that more than most matchups.
huge conversion from Ninja, great orb slide.
Yep, and with that, he brings it back. He was down pretty far, now within about 20 health. But P47 able to take a bit of a lead back.
Yeah.
Oh, and
honestly,
attacking right to P47's apple. Really hard to tell this apart. We've talked about this before, how, like, in the bomb Ditto, it can get confusing, but you can play different colors and the bombs look different, as P47 takes it with an apple toss. In the Magolor Ditto, the apples are both apples. They are both the same color, they look identical. You have to keep track of which one is yours solely off of just knowing what's what.
Yeah, it's a
so
thing you have to do.
I can't guarantee whether or not he messed that up there, or whether P47 just caught him at the right time. But it's something that's important to look out for in the matchup.
Yeah, and it's not even a problem with a move like Snake C4 and Smash because you'll hit because Snake will hit himself with the C4 regardless. But with Magolor, you have a chance to avoid damage to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to partners here.
And of course, it's not like game breaking because it's because you can just keep track with a little spatial awareness.
Right, of course, yeah.
Still something that you do have to keep track of.
It's kind of odd to call that frame one move not game breaking. It's kind of game breaking.
I mean, Apple is game breaking in many ways. But in that specific context, it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not really what it is.
I think that KF2 definitely has a Yun and Chun situation where you like because I was actually watching some Third Strike top 8s, but you have these two characters that are obviously a cut above the rest, but you can there are characters that can definitely do well against those characters.
And
Yeah.
also, the better one loses to the worst one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also still debatable, but over the last couple months, general opinion has changed from GUI being number one to almost all of the top players agreeing Magolor is number one.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
The
Magolor
last
is
tier list
number one.
discussion, I wasn't in the voice call for it, but what I heard was that there were like 7 or 8 people who said no one disputed that at all. We were all just kind of like, Magolor's the best now.
Yeah,
And
it's crazy
obviously
because the
P47 has been
character.
our best player for a while now, and Ninja has good results as well. But we only have like 2 really top-level Magolor players, and then 1 GUI.
Yeah.
And even below that, we barely have any below that. I mean, after that, we don't really have any Magolor mains, and we only have a couple of secondaries. Like,
I think what
the level
47
below this, you'd have like the secondary Magolors for like, I don't know, me and Keystone and maybe Justin, and then for GUI, you've got. Is there anyone before Lucky Duck and B?
No, I don't
It's
think
like,
so.
There's actually so few of the best characters. There was, of course, Theo's secondary, but not only did he stop playing mostly, he also didn't play mostly GUI, just had it as like a pocket pick.
I
Yeah,
think
against
the thing
wrestlers
that
is true.
47 showed was that Mag can still like win against GUI and fight GUI, which is like
Yeah.
very different than a lot of Mag matchups where Mag can kind of just be like, okay,
Yeah, I think
you
Mag
like
shuts
walk
down
in.
low
that
mid tiers way harder than GUI does. Very much the melee
Yeah.
Sheik vibe, where it's like Fox is the best character in the game. No one really questions that. If there's anyone else in contention, it's Marth. But if you're a bottom tier, you're probably more afraid of Sheik than anyone else, because odds are Sheik can chain grab you to death, or something along those lines. That's just kind of how that goes.
Yeah.
This game, Magolor is actually the best, but like that's also the reason for it, because this game is not as top heavy as something like Melee.
Magolor
top
is
8s
pure.
with like 5, 6, sometimes all 8 different characters in them.
Yeah. The other thing is that this game has this. I hate to compare our game to other fighting games, but this game has the third strike thing, where every character is theoretically viable. Oh wow, big
Yeah,
conversion
it's
for
like
people.
every character is viable if you are good enough at the game's universal mechanics. I don't know about every character being solo viable. There are definitely some matchups that I think you can't realistically do on a consistent basis, no matter how good you are.
Yeah.
But not that you can never do, just that you can't do consistently.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the spike placement. Catches the
Whoa, that was a good combo.
and a good mini
Wow.
snare slide in the air as well. P47 played very well in the
Jesus
ultra sword,
Christ,
catches him on the platform.
P47.
That's the kind of one that I think might have been intentional, since it was to
Oh,
catch
absolutely.
the
That was a
platform there.
P47 ultra sword.
Yeah, both of them did that.
P47 ultra sword. Ooh, looking for the detonate, not gonna get it. Oh, and a rare missed teleport from P47. When you see him flash shield like that when he's not getting hit, usually it's a failed jump teleport. Yo, Keystone, that's a great idea. We should do a podcast where we compare various aspects of fighting games to one another. That sounds like a good
Let's
time.
We could make the perfect fighting game.
P47 grabs game 5 here, goes up 3-2. I believe Xander
You're
had
keeping
to
it very
himself.
close. Unfortunate.
Not for
Oh,
Larry,
no.
actually, but for, yeah,
He's odd, I believe.
parents, or
Having
Ike,
to do
rather.
something?
Yeah.
People really don't know the
So
don't know the
Auntie 5,
relative
Xander
matchup.
0.
Yeah, people
Unfortunate
don't really.
upset in losers top 8, but good result from Xander, getting a croc win.
Yeah,
and getting a top 8
really good
placing.
stuff.
So we'll get Bim against Ruby in the next round. That'll be a good
So I
fight,
wonder.
'cause Bim's really
I
been
wonder
stepping
on
up
the.
recently.
I wonder on the bracket. Will will it keep the elos of everybody from season 1? But then
It
update
shouldn't.
them.
We should have a new
Oh,
one.
it shouldn't. Okay, got it.
For PR seasons,
thought-
it should always be brand new.
Okay, but the all-time PR should update.
There'll be like an all-time one. You can always have like an all-time one and a season by season one.
Okay, but it just didn't matter
Um,
because we're only
For
at
season 1,
one
it's the same thing, yeah. Are Nuggets
Awesome.
and Colgate going yet on the other stream, or are they waiting on this? I don't know, y'all comment on
I mean, as long as Nuggets is streaming, I'm assuming we can have that.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have that. That makes sense.
Looks like Nuggets is still chilling, so we're gonna have.
Do you think we should have winners finals on stream?
Oh,
Well, like,
get that
on his
right
stream.
I'm down to have it on his stream. We can just kind of switch back and forth.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tag him. Have that on your
Oh,
stream.
I'm already responding,
Sounds
but
good.
you can.
Oh, P47 a brilliant play right there. The mix-up of teleporting down in place into the corner. Huge risk, under a black hole as well. Goes for the risky
Yeah.
play, and he's rewarded with a grab into an apple toss.
Yep, gonna
Huge
take
play
it.
from P47, and that might be a set-winning play right there. Secures game 6 and goes up 4-2. So not over yet, but now Ninja will have to win 3 in a row, including 2 on whatever P47's counter pick is.
The only people who consistently make this type of comeback is P47. And
Yeah, Sean.
Nuggets kind of, that's about it.
Nuggets to stream is Youngboy Bread.
Yeah, Nuggets is streaming for the first time tonight. Or
Yeah,
streaming
go check
bracket
him
for
out.
the first time.
Twitch.tv/YoungboyBread.
If y'all want to multi-Twitch this is a great opportunity for multi-Twitch. Have both of our streams up.
Yes, definitely don't leave here. Get both of the actions.
Nuggets' commentary is also goaded, so.
Nuggets
like,
is a fantastic commentator, yeah.
yeah. But easily, it's very nice to have someone who is as loud of commentator as me for Xander versus
He
Colgate.
definitely fits that, that's true.
Alright, this might be the last game in the set, unless Ninja can
Yep,
pull out
very
something
possible.
spectacular here.
If Ninja can take this one, we'll keep going. If not, then P47 will move on to fight, I believe it's Poyo. Oh my god, P47
Yeah.
Poyo might be losers' quarters.
Dude, if P47 gets knocked out at 5th, that'd be insane.
Colgate could legitimately win this tournament.
That'd be ridiculous.
Like, it would be a surprise if he beats Nuggets, but the way he's playing tonight, it wouldn't be that much of a surprise.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, let me get, you can commentate for a moment. I'm gonna Tim and Ruby tell me next.
Yeah, okay. Wow, Ninja11 taking a huge lead, quickly being closed by the apple into the charged orbs,
We're
making...
play tosses here.
Yeah.
Like, these games are going by so fast for, like, a heavy zoner.
Oh, that's it.
Wow,
Hit it by
P47
Ninja's
quickly
off.
throwing that out of the corner.